Hello, everyone. My name is Alexander Ermenkov. I'm a ruling reality coach. And today is 5th of March, 2023. And I'm continuing my series, Daily Reality with Alex. As you can see, today I am in Greece in my house, close to the sea. And later on, I'm going to enjoy the sea and the sunshine. But I would like to have an expression today about the reality imprints and why, even if we like it or not, when we interact with reality, we are actually constantly leaving imprints in reality, and also reality is leaving imprints on us. And this is something that I use daily. And when I realized this idea that actually legacy is not something that we are living one day when we live and only then we are living our legacy, but actually through this power of the imprints that is constantly being done in reality, we are living our legacy daily as imprints upon reality. And also we are receiving upon us in our inner being imprints that are invisible and that we are going to take away with us. Then, of course, there are different ideas in reality about what exactly happens after the human being is out of this realm. And you can hear a lot of type of teachings where everybody is explaining about the forgetfulness, about the recycling type of reincarnation, and all these theories exists. Nothing can be 100% validated. Of course, the reincarnation type of ideas and probabilities are constantly revalidated through the so-called regressions. Is it true or is it not true? The beautiful thing about reality is that we are constantly exploring and nothing is certain. So if nothing is certain, we are to accept all the probabilities and all options. It doesn't matter if there is going to be forgetfulness or not. The important thing is that anyhow, the moment we are leaving this realm, we are not going to live with anything physical and material, but we are going to live with all the imprints that were made upon our awareness, upon our inner being, the moment we enter the other realms. How many realms are out there? There are a lot of books, a lot of ideas, and so on and so on. Of course, I'm a Christian and I'm constantly and only holding on this typical archetypal knowledge, and I'm constantly validating if this type of knowledge is helping me a lot in the physical matter reality. And of course, some persons, especially the truth seekers, can say, well, but Alex, if we know 100% the truth, only then we are going to follow it, because if we are not certain 100% about what exactly is happening in reality, we're not going to follow, we are not going to obey, we are not going to explore, because we want the truth and the truth only. And the beautiful thing about reality is that the truth is never possible to be seen, touched, experienced, and validated through the five senses of the physical matter reality, but reality is working always based on the principle of exclusion. We know that this is not the truth. We know that that is not the truth. We know that a lot of things are not what we are after. And this is helping us little by little to go through reality and to come closer to the truth. And the beautiful thing is that the truth is in the obvious, in the physical matter reality, it's all around us. And because the truth is so large, and we want everything to be defined and concrete and inside of our small brains, then it is very hard to accept the raw reality as it is. And that's why I'm just proposing today these two principles which really matter. And this is the principle of the imprint that the outer reality is making upon our inner being through our daily interaction. And then I'm proposing the second principle where we are living here in the physical materiality long after we are gone, daily our imprints. That's why daily what we are doing matters. That's why daily what we are expressing matters, because anyhow nobody has ever seen the creator, nobody has ever seen what is inside of us. Even we are having a whole set of cycles here, more than 33,000 cycles, in which we are trying to explore who we are, what we are, why we are, and we are going to live anyhow reality with a lot of unanswered questions. But this is the purpose and meaning of reality, is that we are just finding some dots in reality, and we are trying to fill the gaps and the empty spaces, and more we are striving to answer ourselves the questions that we are asking. More and more emptiness and gaps we are going to spot, and this only help us to become more and more explorers, and it helps us more and more to cherish everything that happened as an awareness and aha moment in our personal, little, small, subjective, solipsistic reality. And that's why I enjoy working with this principle of daily leaving my imprints, which of course cannot be erased in the physical matter reality. And I would like to share my screen now and to show you some of the things that are possible. If you see my screen, this is part of my legacy program that I'm doing in Ruling Reality Basic program, which is a one-month program that is helping us to be positioned as rulers of our own reality. Because even 2 days ago, I was thinking about how much we are putting our energy into managing everything else but our own personal daily being that is positioned in this reality. And for me, this is everything. If we just learn how to position ourselves, then all the flows of reality are starting to moving for us. So the important part one is that the impact we leave and the imprint we take with us. This is what we spoke about till now. Then we are to give daily our attention and energy to what's lasting and not what's temporary. Because once we embrace around ourselves the legacy principle of the imprints, then we are going to understand why the lasting things are important, because these are the things we are able anyhow to bring with us in the beyond. Because we are reality creators, what we generate is kept forever, and we will be held accountable about what is generated through us in the physical materiality. And I know a lot of us are not thinking that they matter, but if we don't matter, there is no probability and possibility for the further accountability that is going to anyhow happen with all of us, because of the probability and the potential that is in each of us to imprint on the common holographic reality. And of course, a lot of us can say, well, Alice, but it is just a simulation, and whatever we decide, it doesn't matter. But actually, everything that we decide, everything that we do is changing the holographic reality, and from there, the experience for all the human beings, which are more than 8 million in the moment. Of course, we can debate about this. A lot of us can say, well, Alex, this is not 100% true, because who says that my thoughts matter? Who says that my small, very small and invisible things that I'm doing, and they are so boring that they actually matter for all the humanity? But the reality is that they matter. How they matter, and why they matter, and why the smallest thing that we do in reality matter, I am not here to defend. I'm just stating that it is so. Then, when we actually live our legacy, this is what I also explained, daily we do it at every moment, especially when we are learning that we are consciously impacting what is and create genuine shifts that create lasting change. It means that once we understand and when we see that there are probabilities and possibilities that we strongly desire to express from our inner being in the physical matter reality, then we are able to involve ourselves into commitment, into motivation, and into focusing our force towards something genuine that we want to be imprinted in the physical matter reality, because we understand the legacy principle and the lasting change. That's why it's very important when we have desires to know exactly why we have these specific desires. Are they part of what is lasting, or are they part of what is temporary? More conscious living in the now brings more interaction between the inner being and the reality, and then bigger impact, more deep impact is left from our presence into the reality, and of course, much more deeper impact in our being is made when we are learned to be much more present, because a lot of people are in this presence movement. But why are we in this presence movement? This is more important. Bigger imprint of awareness is what we are going to take as a result of we being more and more present into any moment. Once we open the moment, there are interactional possibilities that are happening, and I have a new type of model and concept I'm working upon. What is the meaning of high or low vibrations of the energy that is coming through us, and why it's important? Because if you know, vibration is when all the waves are coming through a central point, and more frequently they are coming, the higher is the vibration. More slowly they are going through the central point of balance, lower is the vibration. So for me personally, high vibration is when in every moment there are more imprints that are made between the inner and the outer reality. And this is the definition that I'm using for high vibrational being. This is a being that is really putting itself into becoming an imprinting being. Yes, it's not possible only we to imprint, but also we are to allow ourselves to be imprinted with everything that we maybe don't like, that we maybe don't accept, that we maybe are not comfortable with, but this is what is starting to create then later change in us. And now let's speak about this feeling with uniqueness, why it's important for us to urge and go into this realm. Before each of us was, and before each of us, there is a unique emptiness that only our presence can fill. This is very important statement, because it helps us to really understand the meaning of fulfillment, because all of us just want to take from reality and to be filled. We want to feel fulfilled, but it is not possible without understanding that there is emptiness that is waiting for all of us uniquely to feel into the physical matter holographic objective common reality. And only then we are going to receive this fulfillment imprint that we are so eagerly waiting for. And this is part of the gift principle that all of us are. Only when we understand that everything that we are strongly wanting to have and willing to be in reality, once we start expressing it forward towards everyone else, only then we are realizing that we are to give everything that we want in order to open ourselves to receive everything that we need. And after us, the impact we left in the quadrant number 2, the individual external. This is what is happening through our body multiplication and replicational principle. Once we have children, we leave our DNA in our children. Then in the quadrant number 3 of reality, the collective individual, by our knowledge and wisdom, as now I'm sharing and I'm recording, I'm living as legacy, as an imprint in the physical matter reality. This type of understanding, and even 52 thousands of years after, people can benefit from what I'm imprinting right now into the quadrant number 3 of reality. In the quadrant number 4 of reality, our imprints are the collective external, where is all the houses, all the wealth and abundance. And there it's very easy, because our physical inheritance is what we are leaving as heritage. It doesn't mean that our physical inheritance in today's world can be positive. It can be 100% negative. We can leave a lot of debt. We can live, and this is a new tendency that is happening now in humanity, to have eternal debts, to have eternal bondage that we are going to live forward to generations ahead. This is one of the new probabilities that is little by little revealing for the human beings, but also it is possible to live forward more freedom, more abundance for the future generations. So appreciate your daily reality. It's where legacy is left. And that's why from the moment we open our eyes and our conscious activities are starting, we are to any second enjoy whatever is planned in our reality. It's not always necessary to be fun, but the imprinting process is working all the time. Never leave a moment empty. Feel it with our presence and unique legacy. The expression of us are embedded forever in what is for all of us. As more we identify ourselves with the source, the more we are going to express the source, and the more of the source will be left when we are gone for all the future generation. It is another principle where we think that the interaction is only between the inner and the outer reality. And I'm just going to share with you, there are much more slides only in this module, but now I'm going just to share with you one more new principle that I'm working with lately. And this is the principle that there is not only interaction between what is inside of me and what is in the outer reality, because this is the inner outer interaction. And if we are living the interaction only on this level, we are going to see so many things that are not helpful. But there is one more level, and this is the level of the above interaction with the below interaction. When we are able to merge these four, then something beautiful happens. So thank you for watching today. Enjoy your reality and have a nice imprinting experience. Bye-bye.